Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up VLANs. This will be a two-part tutorial. Next week I'll work on how to set up inter VLANs, which lets you communicate between different VLANs. However, this week I'm just going to show you how to create VLANs and assign VLANs. If you haven't done any reading up on VLANs, I would suggest that you get comfortable with the theory first before attempting this tutorial. So that said, VLANs work at layer 2 of the OSI model, which is the data link layer, and you can assign VLANs from 2 through to 4094. However, realistically speaking, you can only use two VLANs 2 through to VLANs 1002 because VLAN 1 is an administration VLAN and 1002 to 1005 are reserved. And I'll put this information over here so you can read it in your own time. But first of all, I'm going to start off with a few examples. I want to show you that PC1 can communicate with all the other PCs, and then later on I'll show you what happens once you've set up the VLAN. So PC, let's ping from 192.168.1.2. So it can communicate with PC2, PC3, okay, and PC4. So it works. You can see that. I'm going to go ahead now and configure the VLANs. So click on the switch. So first thing you do is we create the VLAN. So VLAN and the name. I'm going to create VLAN sales, and that is VLAN 10. So VLAN 10 is sales. Okay. VLAN 20 is human resources. So you say name and the name. So human I'm just going to do HR for short. Now if you go back to and you go show VLAN, which is up here, I put the commands over here, you can see that VLAN 10 has been created with the name sales and VLAN 20 has been created with the name HR. However, there's no ports assigned to it, and we want ports 5 and 6 to be access ports, and they need to be assigned to sales. So at the moment they're still under VLAN 1, which is administration. So let's go ahead and change that, and to do that you specify the port interface. Let's start with FA05, which is for PC1, and we say, now we specify that this is an access port. Oops, switch port mode. One moment. Oh, it needs to be a switch port mode access. It's funny how little spelling errors can make such a big difference. So once you've done that, then you want to specify the VLAN for the port. So in this case, it's VLAN 10. So we've said FA05 is an access port. Now we want to say interface FA05 needs to be assigned to VLAN 10. So just say 10. Oh, sorry, rather VLAN 10. Okay. Let's do the same for FA06, which goes to PC2. We specify that's an access port, and it needs to be on VLAN 10. Let's go back, show show VLAN. Now you can see sales has ports FA05 and FA06, which correspond with PC1 and PC2. So let's go ahead and do the same for the other two ports. So interface 3, we want to say that it's an access port, and we want to give it VLAN 20. As you can see here, VLAN 20. We want to do the same for 04, and we want to make it an access port, and we want to specify VLAN 20. So when we go back and we go show VLAN, you can see now that it is that 03 and 04 have been added. So let's test this. PC1 should be able to ping PC2. However, PC1 should not be able to ping PC3, and it should not be able to ping PC4. And PC3 should be able to ping PC4, but it should not be able to ping any of the PCs in sales. So let's do that quickly. So PC1 is 192.168.1.1, PC2 is 192.168.1.2. So let's see if it works. Oh, it timed out. That's interesting. Interesting. Let's go back here. 0604. Are these on the same? So 0604. That's interesting. Well, let's see if PC3 can ping PC4. Ping. Okay, so PC3 can ping PC4. PC1, let's go ipconfig. Okay, let's do ipconfig. Oh, that's, nope, that's not it. 192.168. Okay, so they should be able to communicate. I'm doing something wrong. I don't think they're on the same VLAN. This is 06. 06. Let's try to get this one. This is 05. Just want to make sure that I put them on the same ports. 06. Okay, let's see. Let's just wait till they light up. 1.1. See what happens. Yeah, it should just take a second. Sorry about this, guys. It's a good thing though that I made a mistake, because troubleshooting is a big part of networking, and if you never make any mistakes, you'll never know. So that was the problem. I just had assigned. I had originally given, it wasn't the right interface. So now I basically plugged the Ethernet into 05 and 06. It must have been on 05 or in 02 or something. So you can see here that PC1 can ping PC2, but PC1 shouldn't be able to ping PC3. Let's see. Yep, you can see it fails, which is a good thing. So that's my tutorial. I'm actually happy I made that mistake, so I could show you that mistakes do happen, and there are some troubleshooting steps you need to take. And in this case, it was a layer 1 problem, which is a physical layer, which is where you would start, which would be physical. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please write, leave comments, rate if you want to as well, and yeah, subscribe. Thank you.